From Nashville, Tennessee, it's the Cameo Bobo Show, live in Music City, with host, Cameo Bobo. With guests, Dola White, comedian Rhonda Sweat, Chef Trell, featuring DJ 718, with co-host Janard.
And now, your host, Cameo Bobo.
You guys look beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tonight. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Y'all could be seated. Are y'all feeling good tonight? Yeah. I'm loving the positive energy and the vibes that I'm feeling in the room. I feel like it's just as colorful as this dress I'm wearing. Y'all like it? Yeah. This dress is brought to you by Jewel Boutique here in Nashville, Tennessee. So listen, y'all, tonight we have a star-studded lineup. Are y'all ready to hear about this lineup? Yeah. So first we have coming to the stage is a comedian by the name of Rhonda Sweat. Woo. She is about to have y'all laughing and y'all stomachs hurting. Y'all ready for that? Yeah. Then after that we have a Nashville radio icon by the name of Dola White. Have anybody heard of him? Yeah. The homie Dola White. The homie Dola White. Y'all about to love him. He's going to be so much fun to talk to. And then we have a special treat today. I'm starting a new segment called You Hungry. Anybody in here hungry? Yeah. I definitely know what it's like to be hungry. So we have a chef by the name of Trell that's going to come and show us his exquisite food. So I'm really excited for y'all to see that. All right, so y'all ready for this show? All right, I love it. All right, Janard, I think they're ready. Who do we have coming up first?
Coming up first, we have comedian Rhonda Sweat.
Audience. My name is Rhonda Sweat, and I am on a self-care journey. Not because it's popular, because going to work tipsy in your bathrobe is frowned upon. They don't like that. The lady at work is like, oh my God, Rhonda, we love you. But it just seems like you don't want to be here. And I'm like, well, I don't. But it got me to thinking, like, where did this come from? And I thought about my grandmother. She lived till she was 101 years old. Yeah. Give it up for my granny. But she was ready to die at 72. She was ready to go and get out of here. So that's decades of disappointment. And I didn't want to be that. You know, I didn't want to be that person. So I had to figure out, what am I going to do? So first I decided to stop watching yoga videos as if it counts, because I just watch them. I don't do the moves. I just watch them. And then I'm going to try my best to stop eating in the bed while watching my 600-pound life. I am. Because you know how you do it. You know, you be judging them a little bit, and then a little piece of juice drop on your chest. And you. So maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe I should stop doing that. And so they say look at your environment, right? So I looked around in my environment. I was like, okay, I would like to redecorate my space. I would like to feel like strawberries and romance, you know, like a in-shape Buddha. Currently, it kind of feels like ramen noodles and a one-night stand. That's what it feels like in my home. I'm not saying we won't do the do. I'm just saying you got to, you know, sign a waiver, simple PDF. And so I get to Lowe's and I'm perusing over the paint colors, and I found something called emerging taupe. Emerging taupe. My question is, where is it going? Why is it so emergent? And more importantly, where did it come from? Did it come from the south side of Chicago? Did it start from the bottom nine here? Like, what's up with emerging taupe? And if there's an emerging taupe, there's got to be an underachieving taupe somewhere ready to kill itself, because he's not emergent taupe. And if there's an underachieving taupe and an emergent taupe, there's got to be a hovering mother taupe that calls them both every single day. She's also known in the hood as messy taupe, because she keep up mess in the hood. And then if there's a hovering mother taupe, an emergent taupe, and an underachieving taupe, there's got to be an absent father taupe. Right, gotta be. I don't know where he went. I don't know if he's out to get some bread. I don't know if he has another taupe family across there. I don't know if he's in jail. I don't know, but it's an absent father taupe. But then I started thinking, I'm so glad I don't do drugs. Yeah, because those are my regular thoughts. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon at Lowe's. Those are my regular thoughts. But I am happy to be here. My father passed away about 6 years ago, and I found myself very depressed, like considering suicide depressed. And I thought about this while I was sitting in the Jack in the Box drive-thru. Right. And so, I would have made the news because I'm famous. And they wouldn't have known. They would not have said, Rhonda Sweat, famous comedian, committed suicide for being depressed. They would have said, Rhonda Sweat, famous comedian, committed suicide for having horrible fast food choices. That's what they would have said. And Jack, being the capitalistic man that he is, he would have had a commercial just for me. Imagine it. It's dark. Emerging through the darkness is this big, round, white head. And in the background, we have a lovely Baptist choir. They always got a Baptist choir singing, this lady's dead song. And then you look up, camera zooms in, he has a tattooed teardrop. That's for me. That's for me. Yeah, and then he drops down to his knee to pray, and he forgets that he's top heavy, and so he falls in the ground. And then this little white boy, I don't know where he's from, comes out and gives him a bag of whatever Jack in the Box is famous for. Anybody know? Thus, the commercial. And he spreads it out for his homie. That's me. He gets up, he looks in the camera with those big blue stick-on eyes, and he says, I revamped my menu so you won't kill yourself. Like famous comedian Rhonda Sweat. That's what he does. And in his menu, he would have ramen noodles and a variety pack so you can sit in your bed and watch My 600-Pound Life. My name is Rhonda Sweat. That's my time. Thank y'all so much.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. It's Cameo Bobo here, your host. I love to hear your feedback and thoughts about the show. So please reach out to me via Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok at Cameo Bobo or Instagram at princess_cameo. We love to hear your feedback about the show. So give us a text at 1-833-921-5483. Again, shoot me a text at 1-833-921-5483. To be a guest on the show, please reach out to me at cameobobo.com and hit the TV show link. Now, back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Listen, we have a special treat for you guys today. We have a Nashville radio icon who goes by the name of Dola White. Welcome, Dola White.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or should I say the homie Dola White?
The homie
Dola White. I
Yeah.
listen to your show and you always say it's your homie Dola White.
I appreciate it. I need you to listen to it. I need everybody out here to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's how I pay my bills, how I feed my family. So,
Okay,
yeah.
and you've been paying your bills like that for almost 20 years, right? or more?
It'll be 22 in December.
22 years.
22
Like, give it
years.
up for him,
Yeah.
okay?
22 years.
Listen, I remember when you guys came to radio, and I was like, who is these dudes on the radio from Atlanta trying to make, I said, they're trying to make Nashville Atlanta. We don't want to be Atlanta.
And now look at us.
I know. A whole new
Whole new
world.
city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole new city. You've seen it grow from kind of really being dull and boring to kind of popping, and now we're doing way more things in the city.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it. What about you?
I'm excited about it. My wife and I and my daughter, we live kind of in the downtown areas,
Wow.
and we will not drive that
Are
direction.
you in the middle of downtown?
Yeah, no.
You got great views,
We
though.
in it.
Yeah, you got great views,
We're
great
in it.
views. Well, I can't wait to talk to you more in a few minutes, but we're going to go to a commercial break.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back, Dola White. All right, we'll be back, guys. Welcome back to the Cameo Bobo Show. I'm here with guest Dola White. All right, Dola White, you've been in the city over 20 years. How did you get from to Nashville from Georgia? Because you're a Georgia boy, right?
I grew up a Georgia boy, but I've been here probably as long as I was in Georgia. So like
Yeah,
I'm a
okay.
Nashvilleian
Now
now. You know what I
balanced
mean?
out.
Like I'm here.
Yeah. So how did you get here? Why did you choose Nashville?
It was a long process, but Scuba and I started doing college radio at Georgia Southern University, where we went to college. From there, I got an internship at a radio
Okay.
station in Atlanta. And then we started, this is the short story.
Yeah,
I could go on for years
Yeah.
about what actually happened in that time frame, but we ended up sending out like our demos to like 4 radio stations. We got 2 job offers, one here in Nashville, one in Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have been to Macon, Georgia or
Yeah.
not, but Nashville
Yeah.
was the clear winner there.
Yeah.
No offense to
Yeah.
anybody from Macon, Georgia. I'm just saying it was just more of a city here
Yeah.
than Macon. And that was December of 2001 when we moved here and been here since.
Wow. You
Yeah.
made the right choice.
We definitely made the right choice.
You really made
yes.
the right choice.
More than once.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as you're on 101, you start out at evenings, right?
We started doing 7 to midnight, and we were there until we did 10 years doing nights, and we were there until November of 2011. Then they gave us a promotion in November of 2011 to afternoons. And then, of course, school unfortunately passed away in February 2012. So it was like 3 months of doing afternoons together
Okay.
before he passed away, and then
Yeah.
I've been on ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after he passed away, what kept you going? Did you think about
I
quitting?
needed to make a living. This is the
Yeah,
only,
right,
this is the only thing I knew how to
right.
do, right? I mean, I felt like that was, we had built this thing, and it was just the right thing to do to keep it going.
Yeah, you found purpose in continuing the legacy.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I think that's super dope that you continue guys' legacy.
Yeah.
And I have a gift for you.
Uh-oh, I wasn't expecting this.
I know you weren't.
I feel bad now. I didn't get you anything.
No,
this is so
you
cool.
came. So there is a company called O Buttons, and put it up for the camera.
Yeah,
And he made a
that's
Forever
dope.
School
Thank
button
you.
for you. Yeah, you're welcome. I know it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Look, I was trying to get some Atlanta Falcons, and I was like, what does he? What doesn't he have? And
I have everything.
I know. Do you
I have everything for the worst
Do you have a
team
toothbrush?
ever. I do not have a toothbrush. I have a crock pot, though.
I thought about getting a toothbrush. But I said, nah, I'll get a button. That'd be better.
We have an Atlanta Falcons crock pot in my house. True story. Yeah.
Do you pull it out at Thanksgiving?
No, we do not. We haven't used it
You
yet.
don't
I just got it.
rotel- make some rotel in it one night.
A
That'd
friend
be
of mine
fun.
had it for some reason and was just like, I've got an Atlanta Falcons crock pot in a box. Do you want it? And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Sure. It's a weird thing to make, right?
Well,
like, why are they making
when
these?
you tell people you love something, then all of a sudden they
Yeah.
start giving you that as gifts.
And you're like, sometimes it can be a little tacky, like a crock pot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
So
you don't need that.
I wasn't tacky. I got
No, this is
you
beautiful. I
a
love this.
wonderful button. I'm glad
Yes,
you
I
like
love this.
it.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You're welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome. Okay, so tell me about your podcast.
So the podcast is, the radio show, we have fun, and I hope you guys listen every day, 3 to 7 p.m., 101.1 The Beat. That's fun. We laugh. We have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The podcast is more of more serious. We talk about like issues and kind of a new way of thinking. I think if you really look at the way that a lot of us were brought up, when it comes to parenting or when it comes to the way we look at race or the way we look at religion or the way we look at really anything,
Right.
there's a lot of flaws in that. You know what I mean? So the podcast is just kind of open-minded, exploring those flaws in society and trying to, come up with a new way of thinking, a new way of doing these things.
Enlarge our mindsets.
Yes, absolutely.
What I like about what I hear you do on the radio is you bring in people from the community.
Yes.
You talk about the things that are going on in the community.
Yes.
And for those of you who aren't from the city, Dola White is on our urban black radio station, okay? And he's not black, right?
I'm not black.
But he does a wonderful job representing us and standing up for what matters
Thank you.
in the black community, and just continue to keep that voice going.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of times you see people in certain places, and they're not willing to have the difficult conversations.
Right.
And so I want to tell you, thank you.
Thank you for
doing
noticing that. And,
Yeah.
and my thing is never to necessarily be the voice, but to amplify the voices and to amplify the people that are actually out there in the streets doing the work every day.
I love it.
So
I love it.
shout out my guy Jamil Campbell Gooch and
Yeah.
everybody that
That's
does
doing
that.
that.
Community work, man. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes and it's a lot. And being in Nashville and being in Tennessee, it's almost like being a Falcons fan. You're fighting a losing battle sometimes. You know what I mean? But they're still out there fighting for the right thing every day, and I think that's dope.
All right, so you've been in Nashville a long time, and you've been in the music industry a long time. You met a lot of industry greats.
Yes.
So I heard that you interviewed Kanye West.
I did.
Is that true?
The
That's
summer,
true.
Maybe some audience members were there, but I remember it was the summer after College Dropout, so I'm thinking 04, 05.
Okay.
He did a show at Dancing in the District on the river. It was $5.
I was there!
Yes. So,
at the riverfront.
Yes. Yes.
I went.
Yeah. So before that,
Wait.
he came into the radio station, and I got to interview him.
We were there.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was Kanye West for $5.
Yes,
Like, it was
I
amazing.
remember.
Yeah.
Was somebody else there too, though?
It was. I think Twister was there the week before
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
then Kanye
it was,
came.
yes, it was a
Yeah.
series.
It was back to back. Yeah.
Okay. So you got to interview
I
Kanye
did.
West before this, the old Kanye,
The
not
old
the
Kanye.
new
yes.
Kanye.
He was still.
Which Kanye was it?
It was the old Kanye, but he still, that ego was there for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. But
That was there.
So successful interview.
It was. So when he came in, he was didn't want to do it. Like, you could tell. Like, I
Attitude.
could tell. Like, I've been doing this a while. Like, I can tell
Yeah.
somebody he didn't want to be here. But I was a very big College Dropout fan. So, you know, once he realized that, yo, like, I'm a fan of your music. Like,
Yeah.
I love this album. It's like a top 5 album to me.
Yeah.
He got going, and when he got going, he wouldn't stop. I wish I still had the tape, man. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, no, it got dope after that. Once he realized that, yo, like, this dude really
Yeah.
likes my music, he was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
She had to stroke his ego a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's what good interviewers
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
right? They give you gifts.
Right.
They're not tacky.
Right.
You know, they
exactly,
do those
yes.
things.
They're
you
not
know?
Atlanta Falcons crock pots. Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. All right, well, this has been a fun conversation, Dola White. We're going to go to one more commercial break, and we'll come back and wrap
Sure.
this up.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, guys. Well, Dola White, this has been super fun.
Had a
I'm
great
so
time,
excited that you were on the Cameo Bobo Show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Anytime. I'm
The
here.
homie Dola White was
I'm
with us,
around.
y'all. Give it up.
Thank you, guys.
Be sure to check him out middays. Is it middays or afternoons?
Afternoons, 3 to 7 p.m. 101.1 The Beat.
All right, check
you
him
go.
out. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. It's time for a game of trivia with our trivia host, Janard Crow.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, get into it.
Whoop, whoop.
So this is what we doing, y'all. We are playing for y'all. Want to know what we're playing for? The title of Mr. or Miss 2023 is my year after Cameo's by song. So we're gonna get on into it. The way we're playing is after I ask the question, the entire question, the first one to hit their buzzer gets the first chance to answer. You'll get
Okay.
3 minutes, or you'll be like, eh. Now, after that, if they don't get it right, then the remaining 2 players, I'll say steal, and you get the chance to hit your buzzer and see which one gets the steal, all
I
right?
like this game.
All righty,
All right.
so, first question. What American actress and singer was born with the name Dana Owens? Cameo.
Queen Latifah.
That's right. Give her a point. Yes. Okay, Cam. Okay, you came to win. You came to keep your title. You came to keep your title.
We'll see how this keeps
All right. What artist besides Beyonce has a version of the song Me and My Boyfriend that may be a lesser known version? Dola White.
Tupac? It's me and my
That's
girlfriend.
that's what I was thinking.
Yes, Tupac did do it. The one I was looking for was Toni Braxton, cause you remember that whole thing that she did it. Yeah, Toni was gonna do it with the DJ, but then Beyonce and Jay-Z did it.
Does his count?
It counts.
Okay,
It counts cause
okay,
Tupac
okay.
did do a version. Okay. Respect. All right. So, what legendary artist recorded the song No One in the World before Anita Baker did? All righty, Dionne Warwick. Yes, look it up. I know, I thought Anita wrote it too. All righty, we all learning something today. Come on.
Right.
What other popular artist was involved in John Stevens' stage name becoming John Legend? Dola White.
Kanye West.
That's it. Give him a point.
I knew you were gonna be.
Yes.
I told him to make it hard for you. You do this all the time on the
All right. Who is referred to as the Queen of Rock?
Tina Turner.
All right, Rhonda Gibson.
Rhonda's in this game.
I'm in it.
Okay, she in this thing. All right. Who is referred to as The Voice? What artist? Dola White.
Luther Vandross?
Who is it, y'all?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
But you didn't. But I was, and it was dinging, and then you digging, and then I was like,
My
okay.
bad. I apologize.
That's
I didn't.
fine.
I just was
I was
taken
coming. And you
aback.
worked at
Okay.
the radio.
The audience gets the point. Moving right
At home.
Okay.
along. Okay. Who is referred to as the Queen of Disco? Cameo.
Donna Summer.
Yeah.
But it came out.
It came out.
Okay.
So how many weeks? How do I? Am I about to win?
Possibly.
Okay.
Right now, you and Dola White are both tied at 2 points.
Okay.
All right. Who is referred to as the King of the Blues?
BB
Cameo.
King.
All right. Give her the
Okay.
points.
West
All
Tennessee.
right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Right now, we got Cameo with 3, Dola White with 2, Rhonda with 1. Let's see what's
Okay.
going to happen. Who's referred to as the architect of rock and roll? And he'll let you know it. Dola
Little
White.
Richard?
Yes! Yes!
Okay, you guessed it. Did you know it or you guessed it?
When he said
He'll let you know
about it.
it,
I knew that would get it there.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. What was Tina Turner's biological name?
Anime.
Anime.
No, it wasn't anime. It was
So, see, this is what happened.
Idol.
Okay, this is what happened. Y'all said it at the same time. Dola White and Cameo are tied.
Okay.
So,
My anime. And them names Idol. I don't know.
both of y'all are Mr. and Mrs. 2023 is your year. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Janard Crosser Tribute.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Janard. That was so much fun.
My pleasure.
All
Good
right.
job, y'all.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
I see it clearly, this is my year. God got me popping, ain't no stopping, cause it's my year. 2023, it's my year, baby. 2023, it's my year, baby. 2023, it's our year, baby. 2020.
Welcome back to the show, guys. So we're starting something new on the Cameo Bobo Show. We're starting a segment called You Hungry. Okay. So we all know about being hungry, and here in Nashville, Tennessee, I want to start supporting the local businesses, chefs, and food restaurants around the city. So today we have a chef straight from the STL that now lives here in Tennessee, giving us food for thought and food for our hunger. Okay. So welcome to the Cameo Bobo Show, Chef Trell.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me.
All right, Trell, we're excited to try out these wonderful dishes that you've prepared for us. How long have you been a chef?
I have been a chef for 2 years now.
Okay.
A chef, but I've been
chef.
cooking since I was 9.
Cooking? Did your grandmama teach you how to cook?
Yeah, she taught me how
Your
to
grandmama
cook.
had you in that
She-
kitchen?
Yeah, she
Cooking
had
and
me.
washing dishes,
You know,
huh?
she wouldn't ever want to tell me, get out of the kitchen while I'm cooking. Get on out of here. So
What was your
I
grandmama's
would be able
name?
to sit there and observe, and that's how I learned.
What
So,
was her name?
Margaret.
Margaret. We're going to see what Margaret taught you.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did you bring us today?
All right, today we have, this is my fried cabbage.
Okay, fried
They
cabbage.
have red peppers
Ooh.
and yellow pepper. And then I got
Let's try this. Let's try this first. Okay. So let's see.
the onions are julienne.
This is really tasty.
Thank you.
Got a little spice to it. So what did you do to make it kick like this? Because it's a little hot.
That's that good old pepper.
Look, I'm hungry. Excellent job.
Thank you.
It's a little spicy. All right, Trell, what up you got? What you got next?
My St. Louis to your city baked macaroni.
And so you're from St. Louis.
Yes.
How did you get to the Middle Tennessee area?
I took a leap of faith.
A leap of faith. That's what I'm talking about.
So we moved, I brought my family with me. And
A family man. Give it up for him, y'all.
Yeah.
He didn't leave
Most
his family.
definitely, most
He
definitely.
brought them with him.
I
So,
did.
okay, go ahead.
So I brought them with me and we came down here and started our journey to success here.
I love
We
it.
trying to get known like we are in St. Louis for our food here in Nashville.
This macaroni and cheese is good too, guys. Janard's not trying it. He's almost vegan. So, you know, vegan people don't do dairy, so we excuse Janard. We love him, though. That's really good. I love that you're a family man. Other than cooking, don't you do other things?
Yes, I also do music. And I own a travel business.
Wow.
My family own a travel business.
Multifaceted. I love it, Chef Trell.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, multifaceted. I think, you know, a lot of times we're scared to do more than one thing because we're scared of what people gonna think about us.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to get over that and share all of the gifts that God has given us.
Most definitely.
You know, one
And
thing
I'm
I don't
willing
want to do, I don't
that.
want to get to heaven and God be like, well, I told you to do this, this, and this, and this, and you was scared about what so-and-so was going to say about you.
Right, because you
You
was
know?
worried about what somebody else thought.
You know,
Yeah.
and you didn't get to really live life to the fullest. So congratulations to you for living life to the fullest.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about this next dish we have here.
This is my barbecue fried salmon.
Barbecue fried salmon.
Salmon bites.
Right. The audience wants some too. Next time you're gonna bring a dish for
Oh, my
everybody, aren't you?
I most definitely could do
You have
that.
a banquet at the Cameo Bobo Show.
Yes, I could do that.
So how did you come? It's good,
I love
isn't it?
that reaction. I'm loving
What do you
these
think, Janard?
reactions.
It's like smoked barbecue excellence. Oh, my goodness.
I love it. I love
And
it.
it's fried.
Fried, yes.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
So good. So good. So
Thank you,
good.
thank you.
And you liked the cabbage too, didn't you? Yeah. Janard ate all this food. You
And
know,
I ain't been big on vegetables. But these right here, I can do something with that.
I appreciate that. That's
so is there a special item that you put in all your food or something you don't use? You know, some people don't cook with salt, or what do you do?
I cook with no salt. I cook with Miss Dash. And yeah.
Come on now.
So
That's my kind of
we
food.
try to keep it natural.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I love it.
I can do non-vegan foods
Okay. So where are you
and
trying
give
to
you
take
that
your
good natural feel.
Okay. So where are you taking this business? Where are you going?
As high as I can get.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna see you on TV.
Yeah, to TV, on the cruise ships. Y'all might be on some cruise ships where I'm not being a personal chef. Like, what, you know?
Okay, traveling.
Yes, I'm a traveling chef.
The whole nine. Thank you so much for being here on the Cameo Bobo Show.
Thank you for having me.
And I like one thing you said. You said we gotta have faith. You know, I think in life it's important that we keep the faith. A lot of times life gives us a lot of discouraging moments. But that does not mean that we don't continue to push, that we don't continue to get ourselves back into the mindset that we know we need to be in, because we know that it's impossible to please God without faith. So, you know, if you are in a place where you're doubting or you're depressed or you're feeling sad about things or you're feeling unhopeful, that means that you're not exercising your faith. We've all been given a measure of faith, and all we got to do is begin to exercise it. The same way we all have the same muscles, if we exercise them, they begin to show up.
Truly.
If you begin to exercise your faith, the things that you want to happen in your life will begin to show up. So I encourage you today to please exercise your faith. Thank you, Trell, for being on the show today.
Thanks for having
How
me.
can we find out more about you?
Just look for me. I'll be all over Nashville.
All right.
I also have, I'm active on Facebook, and my name is Chef Trell, the artist, on Facebook.
I love it. And thank you to our other guests, Dola White and Rhonda Sweat. It was an amazing show. Did y'all enjoy yourselves? Yeah. And thank you for my announcer, Mr.
definitely.
Janard Cross.
Thank you for having me, Kim.
Yes, my friend to the end.
Always.
All right, until the next show, we love you guys. Bye. Bobo Show live in Music City. We'd love to hear your feedback and thoughts. Please reach out to us at cameobobo.com and hit that TV show link. Until then, we'll see you on the next episode.